So we're going to be reacting to this video real quick, which is the new update video, and then we're going to hop into Intercity to go check out the new updates and stuff like that. Good? Good. Okay, here we go.
Hello everybody. I know I said that last update was the final update, but I just had to squeeze in one more, the final update part 2. This update is a bit smaller than the last, so this video won't be too long. Before we get into these new concepts,
I'm surprised he was able to...
Thank you guys so
I'm
much
surprised that he made another update. That's what I'm saying. This is why I'm so excited for this guy to get onto the real Piggy build mode, because he works at an insane pace and he really listens to the
I
community.
appreciate all of you who watch my videos, play my game, and have just shown any type of support for my work. Now,
So
let's get into the
what
build
new
mode
features did he
concepts.
add?
First, we have two new basic blocks, the quarter hill and the quarter cylinder. The quarter
Oh!
hill is just 1/8 of a sphere, and the quarter cylinder is, well, 1/4 of a cylinder.
Oh, that's
These
really
blocks are
cool.
resizable and colorable. Next up, we have a statue decoration. By default, it shows Moonfall X, but you can change the username inside to the avatar you want to display.
What?
It's colorable, but it does not support different materials. Some avatars have accessories with part.
What? So it like extracts the model? That's pretty crazy. Like imagine making like a, oh, this is the owner of the map. You can put statues there or your contributors. That's crazy.
Like sparkles, fire, smoke, etc. And you can change to hide those or not.
Yeah, you can make like a giant Bloxy essentially.
Shout out to Molos245 for inspiring this idea since he wanted to do a gift for Moonfall.
That's so cool,
The next
dude.
concept is the load block. If you have a
Oh,
large map-
yeah. This was the idea I gave Curly because you know how maps like mine they're like 4 megabytes in size. They have so many different parts and so many different links. And when they're loaded in all at once, people who join in my map on mobile, they just crash because the game, their devices can't handle all of the stuff being loaded in at the same time. So I had an idea. I'm like, what if you could take a load block and you cover up all the stuff that you don't need yet? And when you power that block, then it loads in. That way, by default, when people join in, that stuff isn't loaded in yet. So, look at this.
You've likely experienced lag. This is because the more blocks that are in the game, the more data your device has to process.
Yeah, exactly.
That's where the load block comes in. If you don't need a certain part of the map to be available until
It takes everything, and then look, it makes it disappear. It doesn't exist until you flip the lever, and then it does exist. This is exactly what I want to do in my Death Run Dimensions map, because there are 4 different maps inside of this one map slot, and I can just have it where none of them exist, and when we're playing a certain map that gets selected, we only have that one exist, and boom, it'll free up so much lag.
Even if they're unloaded, this block only deals with them physically. That brings us to our
Plus, even in general, if you're not worried about lag, if you just want a section of the map to just appear, you could just do that. Like, there's so many ways to go about with this. I know Roblox has streaming, which is what Intercity has, where it's like stuff that's farther away doesn't really get loaded in, or it's, you know, way less loaded in. But like, this just does the same thing, but in absolute, and it does more.
I'm still waiting for water properties.
No, Evan, thank you for the donut. I'm still waiting for Water's property. Oh, you mean, didn't they have that?
You can resize a load block over them to completely hide them during the round. You don't even need to link anything to the load block because they will unload by default.
Wait. Wait. Does that mean the links will just stop working if they're unloaded though? Right? Because I would imagine so, because if the links are still there, but they're just... Wait. Say that again?
To our second use of the block, hiding
What?
links. If you have a bunch of link gates, instead of putting them underground where they still cause lag, you can resize a load block over them to completely hide them during the round.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I mean, it's still you're still better off putting them underground. Wait. But if they're hidden, do they still work?
Need to link anything to the load block because they will unload by default. This makes your life easier and reduces lag. This concept was suggested by...
Dude, imagine having like your millions of link circuits and being able to unload them, but they still work. Oh my god. Is that what that does? Because I assume it has to be in the game for it to continue functioning, right? How does... That's really interesting. You know what? Curly did update his concept game. Remind me, I want to go test that right before we jump into Intercity.
Inspired by an idea by Miriam90008 and Lonely Math Guy. Our next concept is the dialogue bubble. You might be thinking, silly
Bubble?
Fry. we already have the dialogue block. However, this concept actually has a completely unique function. If you put it on top of an NPC, or really anywhere, it will show a dialogue prompt like from those old Roblox games. You can set the text and some of the other features of this prompt. However, to make the dialogue engaging, the player should be able to choose from different options, right? That's exactly where the dialogue choice block comes in, my friend.
No way.
The dialogue bubble
It's
to
like
the
Intercity, where you can have different
you can set the
dialogue
option
options?
text as well as the NPC's response to that option.
Dang, that's crazy.
You can link choice blocks to other choice blocks for even more branched options.
Oh yeah, and you can link it so if they choose that option, it powers stuff. That's smart.
Chooses that option. Also, the dialogue bubble itself is powerful.
Oh, dude, that's really cool. So does the dialogue bubble just stay in place?
Because they only activate for half a second.
Does it just like stay in place, or does it get anchored to whatever NPC's there? Or do you got to use the weld block for that? It's like Intercity. That's what I was saying. Yeah.
Power sources though, because they only activate for half a second. If you want them
to
for
okay.
the rest of the round.
So yeah, because when you choose a dialogue option, it only powers for half a second. So you're better off using it on stuff that like boosts a player. For example, like a kill block or being able to change a player's speed, like quick little additions. You can't really use it to hold power unless, of course, you add a power holder.
Make sure to put a sustain gate between the choice block and the other link.
Yeah, there you go.
Our next concept, we have the emote block.
The emote block?
Whoever activates it.
Does it work for NPCs too?
Animation block that's already in my game, except it's more compatible with Roblox's animation system, and you can use any emote on the marketplace.
Oh, that's really cool.
Roblox G. Now, let's move on to our next concept.
Wait, but does it work on NPCs? Because I assume if you use it on a, I assume if you have like an R15 NPC or Piggy skin, power of touch trigger that's connected to that, it would make them do that too, right?
Green shake block. You can set how long this effect lasts as well as how intense it is.
Dude, I remember having this as an idea so long ago, back in like 2022 or something like that, being able to have like something that shakes your screen. That's really cool. Because then you can make elements in your map way more immersive.
A high intensity like 10 will really shake the screen, while a lower intensity like 0.2 will give a noticeable yet subtle effect.
Oh, and you can change it too. You can actually adjust it.
Next up, we have the final ever badge quest in this
Is
game.
there a way to have, like, is there an easing setting? So you can have it where, like, it goes from little to more? Or maybe you just power on different blocks to change that.
0.2 will give a noticeable yet subtle effect.
That's really cool, though.
Next up, we have the final ever badge quest in this game, the Isolence. You
The
need to wisely use
Isolence?
the Black Puddle event in order to receive 2 rewards from this badge, the Isolence NPC and the Isolence Point event.
What is that? The Isolence NPC?
The Isolence NPC.
You need to wisely use the Black Paddle event in order to receive 2 rewards from this badge, the Isolence NPC and the Isolence Point event.
And the Isolence Point event. Instead of showing you guys how to get this badge or what the NPC does, I want you to do that by yourself. The NPC's function is pretty unique. Good luck. Shout out to Molos245 for modeling and animating this NPC and events.
How would you
Our
even...
next concept is a new setting, forced rig types. By setting the survivor model, you can force all players to be R6 or R15.
Oh, this is really cool. So, you guys know how you can go in game and set everybody to be Georgie or everybody to be Zizzy or whatever player model, right? This is basically the same thing, except you could change their avatar rigs. So you can, so like, if you're wearing an R15 avatar right now on Roblox, right? If you set it to this, everybody will be forced into R6. That's really cool. I think one of the main utilities it would have use for is gears. Because a lot of gears on Roblox, because they're older, they only work with R6 avatars. Not all of them, but most of them. Or a decent amount of them. So if you're having a game that was really focused on gears, you could set everyone to R6 and that would end up fixing it. I wonder what would happen with Piggy skins though. I assume they would stay the same.
Types. By setting the survivor model, you can force all players to be R6 or R15.
That's really cool.
If you have
so he hits he's in R15, but when he hits play, he's now in R6.
Supports one of these rig types. If you're unaware, R6 is the legacy version of your Roblox avatar that only has 6 body parts.
Yeah, that's right.
Is the newer version that has complex joints, like elbows, knees, etc. This is also a new setting for the cure block if you want to force either of these avatar types mid-round.
Oh, that's
This was
smart.
suggested by 5slopin1_92735 and Ernie C3.
All right, yeah, I didn't I didn't want to spoil it, but I did suggest this change because I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure he has a gear block in the game. And I was like, whenever I play the Chicken Jockey Theater Simulator map that I have, a lot of the problem is I have to set everybody to Georgie because it's the only way I can set them to R6. So this makes it way easier.
We have 4 new NPC behaviors in the NPC spawn block.
What?
Since my version of the NPC spawn block doesn't exist in official build mode, just imagine these behaviors applying to custom NPCs.
Okay.
The first behavior is idle enemy. When an NPC has this behavior, they will
Idle
stand still and not
enemy?
face you, but they will still kill you if you come in contact with them.
Okay, that's
The next
smart.
behavior is
You can use it like if you have an NPC that's like blocking a path, you can or like a small alleyway, you can end up doing something like that. That's pretty cool. Follow friendly?
When an NPC has this behavior, they will follow.
Oh,
the
that's
but will
really
not kill
cool,
anyone,
dude.
just like
People
Cody
have
from
wanted
Crash
this in the game for so many years now, being able to have NPCs follow you or like helper NPCs. Like, I can't tell you how many times people have wanted this for so many years now. It's awesome.
The next behavior is alert enemy. When
Alert
an NPC
enemy?
has this behavior, they will only patrol and not actively chase anyone. However, if you get close, you will have an alert effect like Doggy from the forest.
Oh, so you make them all
You can
act
also
like
die by
Scry or Doggy.
The final behavior is guard enemy. When an NPC has this behavior, they will stand at a post and only chase/alert you if you walk in front of them, like the TSP members.
Oh,
in the
yeah,
movie.
yeah.
After chasing for a bit, they will return to their post.
Oh, that's so cool,
Once again, you
dude.
can die by direct contact. These behaviors
It's
were suggested
awesome
by
that they're
Open
like
Impact Motion,
applying
Open
those
Score and
to
Brokers,
the other
such as
NPCs
Subscribe
all
1,
at your
2, 3,
own
4, 5.
choice. That's really
Our
cool.
next concept is a new setting to the click trigger, activate type. The main
Oh.
function of the click trigger is to click, of course.
Right?
But what if you could activate this block by right-clicking or simply hovering your mouse over this block? You can now change exactly
That's
I
interesting.
can't exactly
So
demonstrate
you can
how
power
these
on the
work in
block
this
just
video
by
since
putting
you
your
can't see my
mouse over it.
But you can try it out for yourself if you want. Also note that if you use the right-click option, mobile players in your map won't be able to activate it. If I were to
Oh,
add a
okay.
trigger to build mode with these settings, I would maybe rename it to the mouse trigger or something like that, since clicking
That's really
will no
interesting.
longer be the only trigger type. This
I
concept
wonder what people will use the hover option for. Do you guys even have any ideas for what you would use that
suggested
for?
by Guspro Builder. The next concept is just a QOL feature for the UI screen block, a preview button. This button will let you preview your laid out UI for a couple seconds. It's still
Oh,
in beta
that's
mode,
cool.
so it may not work with every element. This feature was suggested by Chmaker123454461.
Being able to preview it's
Now,
really nice
onto our
instead of having to
final
sit
feature
there
of
and
the day,
start the game and
auto
restart
select
over and
placed
over.
models, config. Usually, when you place a saved model in this game, if you
Wait,
auto
what,
select
what?
454461. Now, onto our final feature of the day, a new auto-select placed models, config. Usually, when you place a saved model in this game, if you want to rotate or move it, you have to manually select all of the parts. Now, if
Wait, I've never seen this feature. It's like a toolbox. I remember mentioning this idea like a couple months ago. Like, what if you could build something, multi-select it, and then save it to your like build mode menu? That way you can place either duplicates or you can place more of them, or you can place some in other people's maps. I didn't know he added this. Oh, that's so cool.
you toggle this new setting in build mode configurations, it will automatically select the rotate tool with all of the parts in the model. And of course, you can switch to the move tool as well. Shout out to BL00XRZ for suggesting this.
Oh, that's cool.
And those are all the concepts for this update. I'm sorry for those
It's
of
been in
you
the
who
game
are
for a
anticipating
while.
revamps for the custom creators, but unfortunately I could not finish those. You can read the event page for this update to find out why. Here's a quick showcase of what the character creator would have looked like.
Oh, he's gonna show us like the original concept for it. Whoa. You can just make one of his eyeballs giant? You can change all the body parts. Oh, you can put a decal on there. Oh, that's cool. You can even add like little light sources. I love how they look. I love how like when you're building the character in here, they naturally have like the tools for building them. You can use light blocks and
But
stuff like that.
anyway,
Stuff that's
thank you
already
so much for
familiar.
making it to the end of this video. If you enjoyed this video, it would help me a lot if you pressed the like button and subscribed. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Oh, that's so cool, dude. This is awesome. This makes me so much more excited for when Curly Fry gets added because No, Evan, thank you for the donut. You should add a drag box for multi-select. Wait, are you talking about like picking up objects with your mouse while the game's playing? Or do you, I'm not sure what you mean. I wonder if there's gonna be 3 more map slots. I'm not sure. I am really not sure. Dude, I am, oh, here's some scrap blocks. There's one down there that's supposed to be like a fan, I guess. Oh, except for this one. No, wait, a lot of these aren't scrapped. I'm not sure what this fan block is supposed to be, though. That's interesting. Well, I'm glad he like reconsidered it and came back to this, because that's really cool. Dude, does this make you excited for Curly Fry getting added to build mode or what? Seriously. Like, it's not just about the features he's adding, it's also about how much he listens to the community and really just takes these ideas that people are giving and then expands on them, saying, hey, they should do this in a way that makes sense. So I'm really happy about this. And I personally am really excited. You guys know I'm the build mode guy. I'm the Piggy guy. So I will definitely be covering all of these when they come out. And I'll be showing you guys some crazy ways to use them as well. Okay, so we're going to hop into Intercity. Intercity just had its first ever update release. And we're going to be going in and finding secrets. But I don't want to do it alone. You guys are going to come in with me. So I'm going to go ahead and get my, I'm going to go ahead and turn my joins on. I'm going to get my group ready so I can post a group link. Should I do my private server? Yeah, I should probably just do my private server again so you guys can get in. Normally, whenever I have people just join the game directly, it usually ends up causing problems or not really working out. So I'm just going to get, oh, wait, hold on. I'm gonna hide the screen. Yeah, I'm gonna hide the screen so people don't see the link early and like instantly join. Let me go ahead and get the server link. Boom, there it is. Okay, cool. I copied that. All right, so I'm gonna post the server link inside of my group. If you guys want to go find my Roblox group is called. It's basically just Ernie C3. It's basically just Ernie C3. Here, if you guys want to see. Boom. There we go. Okay. All right, everybody, you ready? First, I gotta make sure I join in here myself. That way I don't end up just missing out and just getting left behind there. There we go. Okay. Oh yeah, let me give you guys the link to my group. All right, so here's the link to my group. Join my game. Boom, there's the link to my group in chat. I'm gonna pin that so that way it stays up there so you guys can find it easily. Where's the, oh, there it is, pinned. Okay, I'm gonna replace that. All right, everybody, and 3, 2, 1, boom, there it is. Okay, get on in here, everybody. The link is now in my group. Get on in, get in. Get on in here. Okay, so in order to start what we're doing, we're gonna go ahead and create a base real quick. So let's go ahead and just teleport to this nearby base right by the fort. There we go. And then I'm gonna set up here. And then we're gonna begin. We are gonna begin. By the way, I've gotten a lot of people, I mean, not a lot of people, but I've gotten a couple people who have said basically, hey, Ernie, are you going to make a tutorial on how to build bases? And the thing is, I haven't really built inside this game yet. I do know that there are some things you can do in this game, in the building that are really cool. For example, you guys know offsets in Piggy build mode where you can build off the cubicle grid. Apparently you can do that in this build mode too, which is kind of funny. It must have been optic again. I'm glad it's in the game though, but I might end up doing like a tutorial on that. But other than that, this version of build mode per se is way more simple. This is all the blocks. This is it. These are the only blocks that are in the game right now. So I'm not sure what you guys want me to do a tutorial on building. There's no links. This is like even more simplistic than the original release of build mode too. Because at least the original release of build mode had events. This doesn't even have events. Well, I mean, the closest thing to an event there is the wooden door opening and closing. But other than that, there's nothing else for me to really show in terms of like base building. It's just you place down, like the tutorial mostly covers all that, so. Okay, so we're gonna get into some update secrets here. So there is a secret that I discovered having to do with stews. So for those who don't know, I'm gonna go ahead and grab some berries here. There we go. So for those who don't know, there is a cook position that you can do at your base, and you could cook something called stews. Essentially what you do is you take two different types of foods or the same food, and you can combine them together in order to get food that gives you more hunger at a time. Normally berries only give you 20 hunger per food. This gives you 48 hunger per food. That's quite a good amount more, right? But it also has a chance of additional effects. But that part I'm not even going to talk about. So here's the thing. He's going to cook up the stews, right? Now, I'm actually right now working on a video talking about the best stats to add in the game. And you'll notice here up in the corner that even though I am level 47, I still have 11 points left over. So you're probably wondering, Ernie, why haven't you spent any points yet? Originally, I was going to spend points on the hunger meter, right? But then I found out, wait a minute, you might not even need the hunger meter. Here's the thing. You guys know, do you guys know, this is going to be hard. This is Minecraft technical stuff, so I'm not really going to talk about that. But let me just put it simply this. What if I told you the hunger meter is lying to you? And the water meter is lying to you. Their stats aren't always what they say they are. What does that mean? Well, for example, it shows 100 out of 100 food, and it shows 100 thirst out of 100 thirst. But it's what was that? What was that flying in the air? What is that? What was that? What am I looking at? What was that? Wait. You guys stop moving. Everyone stop moving. Everyone stop moving. Stop moving. Stop moving. Where'd it go? Oh, it's a quiver. Why is it floating around like this? Whose avatar is it on? Who is wearing this? I thought it was an exploit. I thought it was someone flying around, but no, it's just someone's like quiver. Is it yours? Wait a minute. Is that yours? Whoever's moving around, that's who it is. I don't know. I literally don't know. I have no clue. Anyways, okay. So let me explain real quick. You can actually overfill your hunger bar and you can overfill your thirst bar. So here's the thing, right? Take a look. Right now my thirst bar is at 98 out of 100. So because it's not at 100, I can drink my water. But watch what happens if I try and drink my water when it's at 100. I get this pop-up. It says you need to be below 100 thirst to consume this item, right? So you can't. You literally can't. Did something just explode? What was that? Okay, I don't know what it is. I'm just getting distracted. Right? So normally, and the same thing applies for food. So for example, if I go in to get some apples here, and I grab, for example, my apples, and I try and eat them, I literally can't eat it because I'm above 100 hunger. But there is one type of food in the game that breaks this rule, and those are stews. So let's go ahead and grab some stews here, and let's go ahead and equip one. Now again, I have 100 hunger. It shouldn't be able to work, right? And also, you can see the stews have different effects. When I drink the stew, not only does it give me 48 hunger, but it also gives me 15 health. It heals me, right? But anyways, besides the point. Check this out. I can still drink the stew. So you're probably wondering, Ernie, where the heck does that hunger go? Does it just get wasted? No, it doesn't. It actually fills your hunger meter above the limit. So it's some crazy stuff. So it fills it above the limit. You probably noticed for the entire time I've been streaming, right? My hunger bar hasn't gone down once. But you saw that my thirst bar went down. And if you look at my stats, in the stat menu, I have max thirst and 0 hunger. So why would my thirst go down first before my hunger? It's because I drank a boatload of stews, and I mean a lot of them. So my hunger bar is so overfilled, like so far overfilled, that it'll take a very, very long amount of time before it ends up going from 100 down to 99. But here's the thing, right? If I do upgrade my hunger, that'll make it take even longer. So upgrading your hunger in that sense is good. Now, I'm almost certain that this is a bug. You technically can overfill your hunger, but I think the max you can overfill it is supposed to be 200. But I originally did it when it was supposed to be like infinite. So I think this is currently just a bug in the game. So when I make a guide on like the best stats to upgrade and everything like that, which I'll go into each stat and what it actually does, in case you're confused, I think I will mention that like, hey, if you just drink like a bajillion gallons of soup, you'll never need to feed yourself ever again for at least a long time, right? But if it ever ends up getting patched, I think that's the point where it's gonna be like, okay, now you should. Okay, can I have one stew, please? Yeah, here, I'm gonna give her, I mean, here's the thing, right? You guys can get stews unbelievably easily. Right now, these workers, they're kind of, oh, you can pick up the berries if you want. These workers are kind of busted. Even the low level ones, like for example, right? What level is this guy? View skills. This guy's a level 1 gardener, and he farms like a boatload of items. Ernie tests the reroll glitch by checking your crystals, then rerolling a job, then checking again. It should not take them away. Wait, what? Reroll glitch. Check your crystals, then reroll a job. Okay. Okay, how do I do that? So, check my crystals. So here's the crystals. And then, checking the job. And then reroll a job, then checking again. It should not take them away. That's not a glitch, though. It would just spend them anyways. It might be patched. I assume it's patched. Also, the well workers give you a boatload of water. A lot of people would, you guys can have that water if you want. A lot of people would probably just assume, oh, you need the, oh, here's the thing, right? If you guys thought food was easy to get, water is way easier to get. It's unbelievably easier to get. So a lot of people would probably think, oh, the best thing in the game is to get the water jug, right? And have a bunch of water jugs. No, you literally don't need the water jug. It's crazy how much you don't need the other drinks in the game. You don't need the soda. You don't need this. You don't need that. You don't need any of these other things. All you need are water bottles. Look at my inventory here. I have 99 water bottles. It's crazy. And you just, all you have to do is use 2 water bottles and your thirst is back up to 100%, right? And you get them from the well worker. You get a ton of them from the well worker. Like, it's so unbelievably valuable. And then, yeah, you keep doing the same thing. You just keep equipping soups. There is a bug in the game with soups, though, where sometimes when you produce soups, sometimes they will stack, and sometimes they just won't stack. So see how all the stews in here are counted in separate inventory slots instead of being stacked like how the waters are? Sometimes they will stack, and sometimes they won't. And I'll prove it to you. So, if we go in here, where are my other stews at? Where are they at? Where are they at? Did I drink them all? Oh yeah, I drank them all in order to buff my health bar to like the maximum amount. Okay, so yeah, you can basically just keep drinking a bunch of these stews, but it's crazy because sometimes the stews will stack and sometimes they won't. For example, if I go over to, oh, I need more than 1 apple. Who would have guessed? Let me grab an apple. Oh yeah, here we go. So if I go over to this guy, right, and I make apple stews, so we'll go over here, apple, and then I'll put it to the max amount, right? You can actually see how it says times 10? That means the item should stack up. At least I'm pretty sure it will. I'm not sure why it didn't act the same when I did the berries. Let me see. So stew will go to berry, so times 3. So we'll use these stews and we'll have them produce. And we'll see how that ends up going. The golf game really annoys me. The golf game was really annoying when some of the balls that you would launch wouldn't bounce and they would just land in place, or sometimes they would land on the targets and get 0 points. I reported those bugs. Hopefully they should be fixed by now. Yeah, you can see the stews here are just like, for some unknown reason, they just stay like that. But if I go and produce apple stew, it should end up stacking. I don't think it's like the type of stew that's dependent. I think it's just random. I don't know what's causing it. It's really weird. So there's the berry stews. Yeah, we got a whole bunch of these in my inventory. And berries are super easy to get. You don't need to sit here and farm like, oh, I need to combine soup cans into a stew. I mean, it helps if you're doing the soup stacking glitch because they give like 200 hunger or something like that back to your bar, which is really nice. But berries are so unbelievably easy to get from the farmer that you can just take those and then churn them into this cook area and you get like an unbelievable amount of food. Yeah, you can see right now the stews aren't stacking, but I've had multiple instances where for some random reason they will end up item stacking. So let me see something real quick. So what if I do apples and berries? So let me grab these. No room in my inventory. Oh, hold on. Let me drink these. These are all clogging up my inventory. Try putting 2 different foods in the stew. I'm going to do that. Also, I made a discovery. So if you combine the caramel bar with something in your... They should have never added this feature. What am I looking at here? This is I don't like the way his neck is like stretching back and forth. It looks like he's glitched out. He looks like the Five Nights at Freddy's main menu screen, except in like slow motion. Okay, so apple stew. Where did my worker go? Oh, he's sleeping on the job. Okay. So here's something cool that you guys might not know. If you take the caramel bar and you combine it with something in your stew, when you drink it, you'll get a speed boost very similar to the energy drink. I haven't really tested all of the different food combinations. If you guys want, I'll log all of the stew combos and maybe I'll make a video on it. You guys want to do that? If you guys can provide me with some food, I'll start combining them into stews to see which stew is the most OP. Do you guys want to do that? That actually sounds really fun. All right, let me drink all these though. Apparently you can overstack your thirst bar too, because there are some foods like the soup can that do give you water. But I would have to find one that would work. Also, you can't combine beverages inside of here. So the only way to have a food that gives you thirst is from stuff like soup, for example. Like the soup cans. Oh, you know, for example, yeah, see this apple stew? See how it gives you 15 water? So technically you can use that to overfill your thirst bar. But the foods that I've discovered so far, they only give you a little bit amount of thirst. So you do have to keep that in mind. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put everything in here. Also, I won a second golf club. Maybe I'll do this as a giveaway. Would you guys want me to give a purple golf club as a giveaway? I think that would be pretty cool because I earned a second one while obviously while golfing. Oh, here's something that wasn't updated, put in the update logs. You guys are probably wondering what the grip tape even does. I asked Minitune if he could put a description, and he said yes. So look at this. Grip tape increases the swing speed of a melee weapon. So for those who are wondering, like, does it do more damage? Does it increase swing speed? What does it do? It does the former. It really does the former. Wait, there isn't a VR user, I don't think. Well, someone's just using that webcam Roblox feature that most people normally don't use unless they intentionally want to be disturbing. Where it like tracks your face and moves along the same way, which again, nobody uses. But I do wonder what it would look like if someone played in VR, because we've seen in Piggy build mode before where people are playing like in VR and they're like grabbing my face. It looked really funny. Okay, so let's go ahead and test some different stews here. I need this guy to cook way faster, so I'm gonna try to re-roll this guy's jobs. How many crystals do I have? Oh, I don't even have enough. Oh, I do not have enough. I do not have enough. I gotta buy more. How much Robux do I got right now? I got 312. Okay, I will buy... Oh, I'm just short. Whatever, I'll buy these. I will buy these bundles. There we go. Let me keep buying these. Yeah. So I'm gonna re-roll my my worker here. I'm gonna have to really hope that he doesn't end up, I don't end up getting bad gambling RNG here. Okay. All right, everybody, let's re-roll this worker before we start discovering new foods. Yeah, let's see. So we're gonna view the skills. Cook level 3, we need level 5. Oh, we got lumberer level 5. Okay, I'll take it. You're a lumberer now. Your job's been changed. Let me see. So, oh, he's already full. Oh, yeah, you're right. Also, another problem with these workstations is that they reach max capacity way too fast. They need, like, some kind of coin upgrade where you can use coins to upgrade the workstation so it has higher capacity. All right, view these. Okay, all of your okay, you're a better cook, but I need level 5. Yes! We got it! Oh, wow. Wow. I literally just took both of my workers, swapped their jobs, and I got it. Wow, RNG was actually good to me. Whoa. Why are they chopping us? Okay. All right, well, I'm gonna have, oh, the container's full. Okay, hold on. Let me empty this first. There we go. Okay, here, if you guys want these stews, I'll drop them so you guys, can you even pick up items? Oh, there we go. Okay, you guys can pick up items. Okay. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, you guys can take all these. Go ahead and just take these items. Yeah, just take these stews. Okay. How do I get these guys to, like, swap places? I think I need to reset up my camp position. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna relocate to, I gotta relocate to another camp. Let me see, where am I gonna go? I'll go to the one near Shadewood. So everyone teleport to the abandoned military post and head left. Yeah, head left. Also, if you guys haven't seen, I did a video ranking all the guns in the game. And it's kind of crazy what my technical findings were. Similar to how I've been doing technical findings for the stews and the food mechanics, right? I found something crazy. Oh, someone already has their base here. Okay, is there a base I can get to that will be not too far away? Or are all the other bases taken? Oh no. Are all the other bases taken? Okay, this one hasn't been taken yet. Yeah, everyone teleport to, like, near the gold golf. And, because everyone should have that teleport now. And that way you guys can find my base. Yeah, I'm gonna move my base here. There we go. So hopefully that'll get all these people to move over to their properly assigned jobs here. Okay, cool. So I think Rowan's gonna go cook. And now we have a higher level chef. So if you guys want to bring me food and drop it down, I'll use it in the ingredients. So, first what we're gonna do, if only I had a wiki of, like, every piece of food. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna write it down. Let me see. I'm gonna zoom this out here. Okay. So I got a document here, and I'm gonna put, okay, here. Let me see. Chips. Everybody name all the different foods. Chips, apples, berries, caramel bar, soup, bread. Don't name drinks. Everyone name all the foods. Everyone name every type of food you can think of. And that way I'll start combining them together. Cereal. Oh, yeah. Cereal. Oh, yeah, the bean cans. Beans. Canned bread. Okay. You can't use all food items to cook stews. We're gonna try anyways, just to be sure. So we got canned bread. Is there any other food we're missing? Apple soup. Wait, can you combine stews? Hold on. Let me see. Can you combine stews in the food? I don't think you can. I think that would be pretty busted if you could. Let me see. Okay, cool. We're combining one of those together. Let's see. It'd be funny if you can combine med kits in the soup too. You can just toss it in. Okay. So let me take a look and see. I don't need this. I don't need this bauxite for now. Okay. Oh yeah. Also, my quest thing is 27 out of 27, so that's really cool. Okay. Berry stew. Oh, this berry stew has, wait, it has a higher healing number because originally it was 15. So maybe like the spots you put it in change up the order of. That's really interesting. Wait, what? Does it? Okay. Anyways, we're about to find all this out right now, anyways. So let me do something. So let me take. I'm gonna put the berries here. I'm gonna put the bread in my inventory. So first of all, can you combine stews together with other foods? No. So consumables, stews do not count as consumables. So you can't put a stew and another food together. So that does not work. That does not work. I still can't believe that that golf thing even, oh yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Okay. So I'm just gonna put the stew in here for now. Okay, so first of all, let's start combining stuff together. So let's start with combining berries with every type of food. And we gotta do it, and first we need to see if the reverse order theory is true. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the berries first and then the apples. And this will give us apple stew, 63 hunger. So he's gonna do that. How fast does he cook it at level 5 though? Oh, he cooked it instantly. Okay, all right, so I'm gonna write this down real quick. So, let me see, berries, apples equals apple stew, which is 63 hunger, 25 water. Yeah. Okay. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the opposite. So this time we're gonna put apples first and then the berries. And then C gets changed to berry stew. So I guess whatever is put last is what it's primarily going to be changed. See, that is so interesting. So whatever you put last is what ends up being like the primary thing. So 5 seconds. Chocolate bar. Oh, is there a chocolate bar? So yeah, take a look at what it is now. So if we do, I'm gonna write this down. So if we do apples, then berries, it turns into berries stew, and that one gives 25 health. Health and 63 hunger. Okay. So yeah. So the apple stew gives water, and the berry stew gives health. So even though you have two of the same thing, the order really matters. It basically gives you, it's basically the same amount of hunger, but you get a choice between getting water or healing. Okay. Chad, is there a chocolate bar in the game? I didn't know there was a chocolate bar in the game. Chocolate bar. I'll add that to the list. Okay. So now we're gonna combine berries with, let's see what we'll do. Let me see. Right here. Okay. Let's do I still have berries in my inventory? Oh, yeah, I do. Let's do berries combined with, does anybody have chips? Does anybody have chips in their inventory? If so, if you could drop it so we could test, that would be that would really help. If you guys want, you guys can farm the green chests around the map. Oh, you do have chips. Uh-oh. Oh, no, that stupid crow made me talk to him. Okay, cool. So, we got that. I'm sorry, there are chips. Yeah, there are chips. Okay, so let's talk to this guy and see what he gives us now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do berries first again, and then chips. Actually, let's start off with berry stew for everything, and then see where it goes from there. So we'll do chips first, and then berries. So it defaults at berry stew, but look at you can already see it's functioning different now. So we'll do chips, berries. There we go, and that's gonna give us, yeah, it's gonna give us berry stew. So yeah. Oh, okay, so this one gives us 25 health and 70 hunger. Okay, so that's what that gives us. So now we're gonna combine berries and, let's do berries and bread. Okay, let's do that. We'll do berries and then, no, bread and then berries. Bread and then berries. Bread stew? Wait, I swapped up the order. Why did it change the, what? Wait, what? Wait, I thought it was whatever was in the back changes it. That's really weird. How does it get determined? Is it random? Yeah, because I thought it was whatever was in the back. Okay, whatever. Whatever, we'll just determine whatever this outcome comes out to be. So we'll do berries and bread. So we'll see what it ends up giving us now. Okay, so this gave us, let's see, berries and... and bread. Berries and bread gives us 25 health and 119 hunger. Okay. Oh, chocolate bar, thank you. Let's do berries and chocolate bar next. So we'll do this. We'll do berries and then chocolate bar. Ew, chocolate bar stew. So let's put chocolate first and then berries. So berries stew. Wait, 49 hunger. Did it change? No, it's still 49 hunger. So it's the same result either way, I think. I would really like to do a test. What happens if you swap it back? I don't know. I really don't know. I really don't know. This crafting system is so confusing, but I do want to find the best possible combination. Okay, so we'll do berries, chocolate. I think it was berries and chocolate. Okay, let's see what this gives us. So 25 healing and 49 hunger. 25 health, 49 hunger. Okay. So what other foods do we have left? I'm gonna put the other stews in here for now. That way I'm not running out of like inventory room for now. The soup can I need. The bean can I need. Does anybody have a box of cereal? Wait, before you drop it. So we're gonna do berries here and then beans. So that's gonna give us that. Berries and beans. Berries and beans. What? That sounds disgusting. What is this gonna give us? 25 health. 25 health and 98 hunger. Okay. Got that. Oh, thank you for the chips. I appreciate that. Does anybody have a box of cereal? If not, I can do the soup can next and we'll see where we go from there. Thank you. Everyone's just like bringing groceries home here for our like experiment where we're mixing stuff like chocolate and soup together. Okay. All right, let's see. Oh, cereal. Thank you. Okay, so let's do berries and cereal. So we're gonna do berries and cereal. Okay. Whoa, wait, what? I didn't know the cereal box gave a lot of hunger. Okay, that's interesting. Okay. So berries, cereal. How much is that gonna give us? Okay, 25. It seems like no matter what, 25 health, 168 hunger. Okay, so I think I'm starting to get the pattern here. So whenever you add berries to anything, it ends up giving a perk of 25 health. So essentially, if your result comes out to a berry stew, the passive buff is 25 health. So I'm just gonna put berries at 25 health. There we go. So I think I'm starting to understand now. So whatever the dominant soup type is, that's the buff you're gonna get. But the hunger is dependent on how the foods are combined together. So that makes sense. Okay, now I'm starting to understand it here. So I think we should try apples next now. I think the buff for apples should be water. I'm almost certain it's gonna be water. Berries and apples are so easy to get. Exactly, yeah. Which makes me wonder, if apples give you water and soup gives you... No, I don't want to test that yet. Hold on. Let me see. Let's test apples and chips first. It's kind of odd, but okay. We'll test that first. Okay, so let's go in here. Oh, golfer stuff. That's cool. So we're gonna go over to cook stew. We're gonna go and we're gonna do chips and then apples. So that's gonna give us apple stew. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right, let's see how this looks now. So it's 77 hunger and 20. Okay, let me see. Chips, apples. That gives us 25 thirst, 25 water, and 77 hunger. So I think apples, no matter what, give you 25 water. So now what I want to do is I want to combine the soup can and the apples together to see what happens. So we're going to do soup can and apples. And that's going to give us apple stew. So let's see what happens here. So is it going to give us a higher water amount because of the soup, or is it still going to be? Yes. Okay. Yeah. So here's the thing, right? You guys know how soup technically gives you water when you drink it, and the apple buff gives you water? So even if you combine water and water, it still results in whatever the apple thing, the apple buff is fixed. So it's at 25, but it does increase the hunger. Okay, I get it now. Yeah, I get it now. Okay. So in that case, I'm gonna mark the apples as 25 water. Water. There we go. Okay. So I guess we don't really need to... I will drink this though. Because when I drank a caramel bar stew, it ended up giving me a speed boost. So I think there are some buffs that might be hidden. So that's the thing I wanna look out for most of all. Can you combine so many foods? There's so many different food combinations, but we're figuring out right now what the best food combination is. Why did you just shoot that guy? All he was doing was dancing. You gave him like a head injury. He's not looking too well. I think you gave him like brain damage or something. That's not gonna help if you keep hitting him in the head with the golf iron. It's not gonna work out. It really isn't. It really isn't. Okay, so let's find out what the other food buffs are. What do I got in my inventory? Chips. So let's see what the passive buff for chips are. Let's see. So chips. Can I just put 2 chips together? Nah, I don't really want to. Okay, so let me do this. So I'll put berries and then chips. So it's gonna, ew! It's gonna give us chip stew? So let's see what it gives us. Okay, so it only gives hunger. So I guess chips don't have a passive trait with them? That's interesting. So if you just combine these two together, it just gives hunger. So I did chips and berries, and that gave us, I'm gonna write this down real quick. Chips, berries, chip stew gave us, how much did it give us? Gave us, 70 hunger. Okay. Whoa. Why is there an infected in our base? How did that get over here? Are you guys luring the infected over here? What? Whoa. There's more of them appearing? How are they getting in here? What is happening to our defenses? Okay, let's try something different then. Let's do chips and let's do apples. So we'll do apples, chips. That'll give us a chip stew. Okay, let's see. Apples plus chips. Chip stew. How much does this give us? 77 hunger. Okay. So I guess chips are just bad. They only give hunger. So chips don't even give us another benefit. It's just they only give hunger. Okay, so we're tossing out chips for now. Let's do the caramel bar. Does anybody have a caramel bar? Where are all these infected coming from? How are they getting in here? Do we gotta start? Oh, you guys are luring them all in here. Why don't you do what your name says and shoot from the hip? Where's your gun? I'm just kidding. The guns right now aren't really that useful. Melee weapons are basically king in this game. Yeah, because if you have the golf iron, it basically does the highest DPS compared to any other gun, and it does AoE. I almost thought he had no eyes for a second. Okay, let's see what's next here. Let me put these soups away real quick, and then we'll test the next food. So I'm gonna put all these away here. I'm gonna put them all away. Yeah, does anybody have a caramel bar? No. Oh, and the caramel bar is gone. Yeah, you guys put the caramel bar way too close to the chest. So when I went to go bring it out, when I went to go press E to pick it up, it opened the chest instead. Everyone's looking at their maps. Everyone's just like reading a big newspaper, pretending like, nope, I wasn't the one who stole it. Let me see. I got Ernie to make a something reference. Why is everyone steal? Oh, here, I'll come with you. Why is everyone trying to steal the caramel bar? They're not even that useful. I just need to use them to cook into stew. That's all I need. All right, everyone back up. Everyone back up. Stop being candy bar thieves. Oh my god. Okay, thank you. You get 99 caramel bars? Okay, this will work out really nicely. Thank you. I appreciate it. I forgot that when the game came out, people were able to get like a boatload of items somehow. It was kind of crazy. Okay, so caramel bar. We'll combine it with berries. We'll do caramel, berries. No. Berries, caramel. What? Caramel, berries? There we go. Caramel bar stew. So we're gonna cook this, and then we're gonna cook the opposite because I still want to give it, see if it gives the speed buff. It's like stealing candy from an Ernie. Yeah, it's exactly what it is. Oh my god. Oh my god. There's more infected here. Okay, so we did that. Now I'm gonna cook a version of the berry stew. There we go. And we're gonna see what happens here. So the caramel bar should give us the speed boost. That should be its hidden passive. Oh, that's interesting. So caramel stew, it doesn't have any listed benefits, but the berry stew does. So first we're gonna go ahead and drink the berry stew. We're gonna drink the caramel stew and see what happens. So watch my movement speed. So see how I'm moving way faster? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so about 10 seconds you get a speed boost. Now let's do the same thing with the berry stew that has the caramel bar in it. So it doesn't give a speed boost. So only if it's dominant in caramel, it will end up giving the speed boost. So let me do caramel bar, 10-second speed boost. Okay, cool, we got that. Now let's do the soup can. Does anybody have soup? If not, I can go look for some in the, okay, I'm stupid, never mind, I have soup. I'm the one who has the soup. So yeah, in order to get like the perk, it needs to be the dominant soup type. So we don't need to do back and forth tests anymore. So we're gonna do the soup can and berries, but we need soup. we need soup. Yeah, there we go. Soup can stew. Cool. There we go. We're gonna wait for our soup to finish cooking. It's really nice this only takes a couple seconds to finish. So this gives us 50 water? 50 water? Okay, so this was soup plus berries, and that gave us 50 water and 126 food. Wait, did I get a notification on my phone? No, I am tripping. I am totally tripping. Okay, soup can stew. So I think the benefit is that this gives you way more hydration, but let me see if there's any other tests. Nope, okay, so it just gives you way more hydration. Okay, so let me combine the soup with one more thing here, just to be sure. We're gonna do soup can plus beans. Ugh, okay, hold on a second. Hold on just a second. I'm gonna do apple and then soup. Apple stew? No. What? Wait, what? Oh, there we go. Okay, it was tripping for some reason. Don't know why. So I think when you combine foods, the only thing that changes is the hunger. But the secondary benefit is what also changes. Yeah. See how it still gives you 50 water? So, in other words, the soup's passive is that it gives you 50 water. 50 water. Okay. Let's see what bread's passive is. I think bread, my guess for bread is that it's gonna end up being like the chips where it just gives you a flat hunger amount. But it gives you more hunger than the chips would. So I'm gonna drink this to add to overfill my thirst bar, which is kind of cool. I have some bread in my inventory here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's start combining the bread here and see what the passive for bread is. So we're gonna do bread and this. Bread stew. Yeah. So I'm almost certain it's just gonna... What was that? Wait. What was that? There was like a blue liquid in the stew? Here, drop it over here. Drop it over here. Someone dropped their entire mining area over here. Okay. So yeah, look at the bread. It just gave you a ton of hunger. And I'll confirm that right now. I'm gonna go ahead and do apples and bread. Bread and apples. So yeah, look at this. See how the bread stew gives you, yeah, let me see. The bread and berries. Bread and berries gave me 119. And then how much does this give me here? 126. Yeah, so it just gives you more hunger. Bread and apples, 126. So yeah, bread just essentially gives you, it just gives you hunger. So bread's not really that useful. Cereal, though. I think my guess for cereal is it's gonna do the same exact thing, except it's going to... Wait, we never found out what the chocolate bar does. Does anybody have any more chocolate bars? Third position in line, please speed, I need this. Okay. Bread stew is the best food. Yeah, I mean, if you combine like a bunch of like soup together, I think that's gonna give you like the highest amount of hunger possible for a single consumable stew. But cereal is 100 hunger, right? Yeah, it is. Oh, yeah, what is this? Cereal box stew? Hold on, let me drop this. There we go. All right, let's see what the cereal... Oh my God. 280 hunger? Yo. That's crazy. 280 hunger? That's almost 3 times the capacity of your hunger bar. Try to make the golf stew. Easter egg Minitoon confirms it exists earlier today. The golf stew? How do you make golf stew? There's no way. I'll try. I will certainly try. What happens if I drink this? I think this doesn't give you any passive buffs. I think all it does is just give you like a boatload of hunger. Let me see. Oh, it gives you speed. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. That was about 15 seconds of speed. Wow. Wait, what? Cereal equals 15 second speed boost? Yo, wait, hold on a second. Yeah, can I have the cereal? Can I please have the cereal? I've come to an awakening now, and I realize now that, is this who I think it is? Is this, oh, here we go. Oh, more cereal stew. Did he just make the same amount, or? I don't know. I can't believe something like cereal stew exists. It's so dumb, but it gives you 15 seconds of stew. I guess because of like the mass amount of sugar that's in it. Huh. Does anybody have any other cereal boxes though? What happens if you combine cereal stew and the caramel bar? I don't think it gives you an extra speed boost though, because again, it's whatever the dominant food type is that gives you the perk. Oh shoot, oh shoot, oh shoot, oh shoot, oh shoot, oh shoot, oh shoot. I don't have anything to drop. I don't have anything to drop. Thank you. You guys can have the bread stew. You're good with that. Okay, so I'm gonna try something pretty interesting here. So I'm gonna take the cereal box. I'm gonna combine it with the soup can and see how much it gives me. 238 hunger. Wait, what did you combine it with then? Oh, maybe you just combined 2 cereal boxes together. Is that what you did? The bandits and residents hate me because I killed a bandit and I joined the bandits. I mean, yeah, that would make sense if you just join them and then backstab them. I wish we could have cool weapons so we can have a golf club stew. Did Minitoon really confirm a golf stew? That sounds... Then again, it sounds like something Minitoon would make. I don't know. Is that did Minitoon actually say that? Ernie, how do you get into Cabida, or I don't know how to pronounce. It's right here. It's over here. Yeah, that's where you find it. Oh, thank you for the cereal. I really appreciate it. So yeah. Let me see. So if we combine 2 of these cereals together, what do we get? Yeah, so 280 hunger. So I think cereal boxes give the highest amount of hunger for consumables. So the max you can have is 280 hunger, and you have a speed boost. I think that's the case. I think that should be the case. Is there anything else we can combine it with that has a higher food amount? 231, no. 238, no. Caramel bar, 161. I'm gonna test this just to see if it gives a higher speed boost, but again, I don't think it will. I think it'll just like, it'll give you the cereal box thing and it'll give you a little more or a little less. Also, if you notice, the hunger amount is less. Well, I mean, not less, but it's averaged out to less. Okay, so let's drink this and see what happens here. So we're gonna count the speed boost. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so it's still 15 seconds. So combining those two together doesn't really do anything. So yeah, okay. So what I'm finding is correct. So the caramel bar is basically a cheaper way to get the speed boost, and the cereal box gives you way more hunger, and it gives you so far cereal box is probably the best stew. If you combine 2 cereal boxes, this is the #1 best stew in the whole game. But I do want to check these other options to see, because I want to see what the other passive benefits are, because I feel like that would make the most sense to do. Okay, so first of all, does anybody have a chocolate bar? Does anybody have a combined canned bread and... Oh, yeah, wait. I forgot about canned bread. Don't I have it in here? Canned bread, no. Where do you get canned bread? I know you get it from that one quest. Okay, we'll do canned bread last. We'll do canned bread last. What is over here? Oh, it's just someone's bundle of stuff. Yeah, it's just someone's bundle of items. Okay. Does anybody have... Oh, you have canned bread, thank you. Okay, you know, we might as well just test it right now. So let's do canned bread and cereal box and see what we get. 2 of the most OP items. Let's combine them together. Canned bread stew. So it gives you 224 hunger and chance of additional effects. What would the additional effects even be? I wonder if there's a stew that gives you like a defensive boost, right? Like where you take way less damage, like an armor kind of thing. But if that's the case, I don't know if there would be any kind of symbol that would show it. I don't know. Okay, we'll combine canned bread and the cereal box and see what we get. So we're getting canned bread stew. And boom. 224 hunger. That's kind of crazy. Okay, a stew that gives you the urge to boogie. Wait, I didn't know these had descriptions. Did the stews always have these descriptions? Did I drop an item? What happened? Oh, my inventory's full. Oh, I'm stupid. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna put all these away. Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna put all these away here for a second. Hold on. Okay. I didn't know the other stews gave you... Wait. Hold on a second. A nice, delicious stew made of chips. A stew that also heals you. I'm so stupid. I didn't know it just told you. Canned bread stew. A stew that gives you the urge to boogie. Wait. Hold on. I heard that. Why are you guys luring infected over here? Okay, everybody, you ready? We're gonna drink this stew of canned bread. Here we go. What? This is the last thing I expected. No way. Dude, that's awesome. That is so cool. Okay, cool. I'm making sure I actually clip that. Okay. Alright, so it gives you hunger. What stew even was it? It was canned bread stew. I think were we the first people to discover that? I don't know. Out of everything people are talking about for Intercity, the cooking mechanics are the things that I've seen people talk about almost none at all. Oh, man. Oh, that was awesome. That was the last thing I expected. I thought it was gonna, like, do one of these default emotes or whatever. The last thing I expected was for it to do that. Okay. Alright, so, yeah, let me write that down real quick. Where's canned bread? Yeah, canned bread. It just makes you dance. Okay. Yeah, so look at this. Look at our findings so far, though. We got really good stuff. We got some really good stuff. Oh man. Okay, so I think the last two pieces of food we haven't discovered yet are the chocolate bar and the beans. Okay. So, does anybody have the chocolate bar? We have enough of the beans, I think, right? Yeah, the canned beans. Okay. I want to put these in here. There we go. Let me see. I like how canned bread just says dance. Oh, thank you for the beans. Okay, so let's test this real quick. Do I have other food? Yeah, okay, I have the cereal boxes. I'm glad I'm testing these in the cereal boxes to get the highest hunger amount too. Cereal box stew, no, we need the opposite. Canned bean stew, 210 hunger. Okay, let's see what it does. I'm really glad the item description says what it does though. Let me see. All right, canned bean stew, a stew that temporarily slows you down. What? So it just nerfs you? I think this would be better if it like decreased your stealth, right? So imagine, right? If you're sneaking around a bunch of infected, you have low health, you're out of ammo, your weapons are not really that great right now, right? And you're sneaking around a very dangerous area, right? And you're actually like legitimately going like this and sneaking around. Maybe if you drink something like this, it reduces your presence. So it's harder for people to catch you. So watch, walking around. This didn't slow me down. It doesn't even change my swing speed. What? That's odd. I'll try it again real quick. I thought it was gonna slow me down. It says it was gonna slow me down. Canned beans, canned beans. Let's try these again real quick and see what happens. Okay. All right, I'll do this. And then what do we got here? Canned bean stew, a stew that temporarily slows you down. But it didn't even do that though. It was a lie. Watch. I'm walking around. I'm literally moving at the exact same speed. I didn't even get slowed down at all. I hope it's not permanent. Okay, yeah, it says it slows you down, but I think it's just bugged. Beans slows you down. Broken? Yeah, I assume it's just broken right now. Okay, so I think the only food we have left to test is the chocolate bar. Yeah, I think that's the only one we have left is the chocolate bar, right? Okay, let's see. Imagine the infected dancing. Yeah, you just eat one of those while that's happening. Let me see. Yeah, does anybody have a chocolate bar? Anybody got a chocolate bar? I think I can't find chocolate bars anywhere. Oh, dude, I shouldn't have used up that one chocolate bar I had. Do you still need chocolate bar? Yes, please, if possible. Here? Wait, where are you at? I don't want to look away because they might drop something. Cab. I don't see where they are. The problem is when you look at people in chat, their names are different on the leaderboard. Where is Cabanos? Where's Cabanos at? Which one is Cabanos? Is it this guy? It's not him. You might have chocolate bars anyways though. Oh, thank you. Okay, so let's see what happens when you make chocolate stew. It's basically just gross dessert. Let's go ahead and put this here with the cereal. Chocolate bar stew. Okay, let's see what we get now. Ernie, I found one. Wait, hold on. We're about to test it right now. Okay, chocolate bar stew. So this gives me hunger. It doesn't give me any additional effects. A stew made of chocolate not recommended. Okay, so I think it just does nothing. It doesn't say it does anything. It has the same description as the chips. You need to be below 100 hunger to consume this? Wait, what? Is this the only stew in the game that you can't even consume at 100? No way. Wait, what? Hold on a second. Beans, combine. Wait, what? Hold on, let me drink this. Wait just a second. There's no way. Yeah. See, the bean one worked just fine. chocolate stew is the only stew you can't drink at max. And it doesn't even give you that much more hunger either. Whoa, okay. All right, so yeah, this just gives you hunger. But you also can't consume at below 100 below 100 hunger, or above or above. Okay, so I think this is probably the worst one. Having chocolate stew is probably the worst one. The second worst is probably the beans. Does the canned bread, does anybody have another thing of canned bread? I want to see if you can move during the canned bread effect. I want to see if you can move during the canned bread effect. Let me see. Why is everyone hitting me? Why is everyone trying to attack me? Does anybody have canned bread? Where do you even get canned bread? All right, I'm gonna go to Tent Town. I think that's where you get the canned bread from. Try to eat canned bread with infecteds? What does that mean? What does that mean? Okay, this guy tried to scam me earlier and was like, "Hey, you want canned bread? I'll give you canned bread if you give me 1,000 coins." I'm glad I didn't choose that option, because all I had to do was go over to this guy and give him 5 bean cans. Is canned bread just a quest item? This guy won't give me any more of them. I think that is it. Yeah, it can only be obtained once. Does anybody have another canned bread for me to partake in enjoying? Please? You go to Tent Town, buy one at the shop. The shop isn't selling it. They only sell it for 1,000 coins during the quest. And then afterwards, they just stop selling it. They stop offering it. Does anybody have, no one, I assume no one has canned bread. I guess it makes sense. You can't consume bread stew either, I think. Wait, really? Let me see. Where's bread stew? Here. Let me try. Let me try. Okay. I just told one of the Piggy news reporters the canned bread stew secret. No! I was gonna make a video about it! No! Now they're just gonna tell everybody. No! Well, I guess then again, I am live streaming this, so. Oh, well. Man, I didn't know. Okay. Alright, anyways, let's see. Bread stew. Yeah, you can't consume bread stew either. Yeah, so, oh, I think I get it now. Okay, so it seems like, what was that? What was that? Okay, so it seems like anything with a flat hunger buff, aka has no passives, you can't eat more than the total amount. So you can't consume at 100 or above. So any of these that just don't, so chips, yeah, chips, bread, and chocolate, they're bad. Yeah, don't have chips, bread, or chocolate stew, because they're terrible. Because you can't overfill your bar, and it doesn't give any other passive traits. Apples are good, berries are good. I think berries are probably the best because I think they heal you the most. Let me see. Caramel bar gives you 10-second speed boost, but the cereal box gives you a higher speed boost. So let me rank these real quick. So soup gives you more water. Gives you hunger. Chocolate bar, bread just gives you more hunger, but you can't consume them at all. The bean can apparently slows you down, but it doesn't really work right now, so I guess it doesn't really make that much of a difference. The canned bread makes you dance, which is funny, but it doesn't really give you any buffs, plus it's impossible to get. Apples, 25 water, soup, 50 water. The berries are definitely better because they actually heal you alongside being able to be eaten, which is really handy. But both the berries and, because here's the thing, right? They're both really good because if you have a soup stew, it ends up filling your thirst bar by half. And then if you have the berry stew, you can just keep chugging a bunch of the stews over and over to heal yourself. Like med kits, essentially. And you can get berries super easily, too. So it's really nice. It's really, really nice. I'd probably say that the caramel bar is probably right around this area. Yeah, right around this area. And then cereal box is number 1. I kind of did it in a reverse order here, but green is number 1, and then these are the last place. So if you want the best possible stew, do 2 cereal boxes. That's the number 1 best stew in the whole game. It's so crazy. You can't even eat it. So we'll drop this chocolate bar stew. We'll drop this because we don't need it. I'm going to put these all back in my chest real quick. It'd be funny if you could combine like different... What was that? I just saw it again. What was that? Who's creating like explosion instances here? Okay, yeah, so the number 1 best combination you can do in the game is you can do cereal box, and that'll give you a stew that gives you 280 hunger and the longest lasting speed boost in the game, which is 15 seconds. So cereal stew is 100% the best one. It is the best one you can possibly make. But the problem is cereal's kind of hard to find. I guess that makes sense though. So you can move around and go, woo! Try canned bread and canned beans. I don't think that, we already did all the combination tests. We did all the combination tests already. Okay, cool. Why are you wasting all your rockets on hitting me with them? Would be nice if Maytoon could show the golf stew. Unfortunately, that's never happening. That would mean there would have to be a food item that normally people can't get. And the closest we got to that was the canned bread. And it just makes you dance. So, I don't know. Unless they gave food during golf. But they don't. The only thing they give you during golf are energy drinks. But you can't put energy drinks inside of here. It doesn't allow for beverages. See, you can't do it. You literally can't do it. So it doesn't make any sense. They should add a drink stand. So maybe like if you combine different drinks together, you end up getting like different beverages that focus more on thirst. That would be pretty cool. You already found the secret quest? Wait, what do you mean? The price changes per shop. Write the best shop for every item? Oh, that's a good point. That is a good point. Let me write that down real quick. Write which shops have the cheapest ingredients per item, since all shop numbers are different. Is that true though? Because maybe you just like said something bad to the shopkeepers and they charge you more? Let me see. All the shopkeepers I think I'm friendly with, so it should be fine. I'm gonna go check real quick. Because I completed everything as far as I know on the good route, and we should be fine. But let me see. You can find cereal boxes in the overmarket? Oh, really? Cereal costs 11 in Debbie, but 12 in Market Town? Yeah, if you guys are... Wait. Caramel bar, berries, canned bread, okay. Yeah, so caramel 3, berries 6. All right, let's go over to the fort and see what their prices are. Let's see what they let's see. Canned caramel bar. I forgot the numbers already. I already forgot the numbers. Wait a minute. Wait a second. Hold on a second. Something looks a bit different here. Something looks different here, doesn't it? Let me see. Okay. I'm like skipping back on my live stream real quick to see what those shop numbers were. Okay, so yeah. So for Cabinda, caramel bars are cheaper by 1 coin. Berries are cheaper by 1 coin. And then the canned bread's not here and the soup's not here. And the water bottles are cheaper by 1 coin as well. So Cabinda has cheaper stuff. Okay. What's oh, let's go to the junkyard. Yeah, let's go over to the junkyard. Okay, let's see. Yeah, you guys are right. Chocolate must be in a shop. It might be. I just want to find where the cereal boxes are. Caramel bar is, oh, it's more expensive here. Cereal box here is 40. So junkyard sells cereal boxes, but they're 40 coins each. Yeah, that's kind of hefty. Okay, let's go over to the airport shop, because they sell bread there too. So they might have cereal boxes. Airport, there it is. Okay, so we're gonna go in this shop and see how much they sell them for. Cereal in Market Town. Oh, that's a good idea too. Yeah, we're gonna go into cereal. So they were selling cereal for 40 in the junkyard. How much are they selling it here? Oh, they don't even sell it here. I'm just gonna clip all these shopkeepers. That way I can see which stuff is gonna be cheaper overall when I look back at the footage. I think what I'll do is maybe I'll release... You guys know I've been releasing a whole bunch of guides on Intercity. I'm probably gonna release like a food guide. Especially if I find stuff off stream that I didn't get to mention to you guys. I'll be able to mention that too. Okay, oh yeah, the sports stadium. The sports stadium has someone. Yeah, there's a shopkeeper in here too. Yeah, so cereal is 40. It's 40 in the junkyard. How much are they selling it here? Oh, they don't even sell food here. Oh, what? Yeah, they don't even sell it here. Okay. Okay. What other, where are the other shopkeepers? Oh, Market Town. Yeah, Market Town. That's where the other guys are. Okay. So we're gonna go over to, yeah, there's a shopkeeper that sells, oh, they sell food over here. Right. I almost never come to this, guys. That's why. Let me see. Caramel bars, they're not as cheap here. Cereal boxes here are also 40. There's gotta be a cheaper shop that has them, though. Are there any shops I'm missing? Is there a shop in one of these? Oh, the Liberation, the train yard. There's a shop in here. Do they even, I don't think they sell food, though. I think these Liberation shopkeepers don't sell food. Yeah, they only sell uniforms and items. And there's one in Freefall too, and he's also a Liberator shopkeep. Again, I don't think he sells the food, because if you go in here, yeah, they don't sell food. They only sell uniforms, and they let you exchange your equipment rarities. Whoa, oops. Yeah, so if you talk to him, yeah, they don't give it. Yeah, it just doesn't work. They sell food at the stadium. We were just at the stadium though. Yeah, we were at the stadium. All right, I think the only shopkeeper we haven't checked is Shadewood at Tilly's shop. Tent Town also sells food. Oh, that's a good point. That is a good point. I'd like to view your shop. Oh, yeah, there's no cereal here either. There is no cereal here either. Same cost for berries here. Canned beans are the same cost. And I don't know about the rest, because they don't really sell the rest here. They really do not sell the rest here. Wait, what did you say? There's 2 shops at the stadium? No way. There's a second shop at the stadium? I only saw 1. Wait, what? Hold on, let me see. In the stadium, there's 2 shops? Yeah, there's a shop here. We just got to them. Is there another shop? Did I miss it? Let me see. Oh, there is! Chef Shelby. How have I never seen this NPC before? Yeah, caramel bars are way cheaper here. Soup cans are the same cost. There's no cereal here, though. Yeah, there's no cereal. They do sell water jugs, though. I think some other shopkeepers might be selling that too, though. But if you want to get caramel bars for cheaper to have faster speed, I want to try something. I want to see something interesting. So, chat, you know how you can stack hunger to overfill your meter, right? I want to see if you can stack speed boosts in the same way. So for example, if I keep drinking caramel stews, is it going to just reset the timer back to 15 seconds? So it'll be like 15, 14, 15, 14, 15. Like, is it gonna do that? Or will it end up being like 15, 14, 17, 16, 15, 20, and then it'll keep raising the timer until I have like 5 hours of speed boost or something like that. That's the part I'm wondering. Especially if you can get caramel bars for cheaper, and cereal boxes also give a higher speed, but they only give 5 seconds more. So, I don't know. I want to go see. I'm really interested. I'm really interested in seeing it. Okay, so caramel bar. Okay, so we're gonna test that right now. So we're gonna just make a caramel. We're gonna make 3 caramel stews, and we're gonna have those cooking right now. I'm gonna put the caramel bars back in here. So, can the timers stack? That's what I'm wondering right now. So we should be done cooking in a couple seconds here. There we go. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna remove all the stuff in my hotbar real quick so I can test this. Equip. Equip. Okay. So we're gonna drink these, and they give us speed boost, but we're gonna be testing to see if they end up the best caramel bar with Shelby or Debbie. Pull out a countdown to see how many stews it takes. I'm gonna be counting in my head. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drink the caramel stew, and how do I want to go about this? I think I'll drink the caramel. I think I'll just drink a bunch of them really fast and see what the ending time is. Maybe? Okay, let's go. Here we go. 0, 1. Oh, you can't drink it. That's interesting. So you can't drink it once someone has... Okay. Well, I guess that puts a quick end to our test. You literally can't stack them because it prevents you from drinking them. So, interesting. So that means with the cereal box, that also means you can't stack them either. So you have to wait 15 seconds. So if you want to, technically you can drink it with a full hunger bar in order to like overfill your meter, but it takes way longer. So my question is, what gives you the second highest hunger while also letting you consume it over and over again? Do you see what I mean? Let me see. What gives you the second highest hunger? Chat, if cereal boxes give you the highest amount of hunger for a material, what's the second highest? Is it soup? Because soup is 70. Probably golf stew. I don't know how to make that. I don't even know if it's real at this point. Have you done canned bread plus soup? Can you stack with the other speed boost stew? Ooh, that's a good point. That's a really good question. Does anybody have a cereal box? Does anybody have a cereal box I can borrow for our stew test? Imagine being able to stack them together. I mean, cereal boxes are kind of expensive to get already. It's more than, they cost more than ammo. So, I mean, I don't even know if it'll be worth it, but I do want to test and see. Okay, so I have the caramel bar stew. Does anybody have a cereal box? You have a chocolate bar. Does anybody have a cereal box at all? Ammo is useless. Yeah, melee weapons right now are pretty much king in this weapon. I mean, in this game. So you kind of just gotta go with those. Did you find the 3 new quests? Okay, so misconception. On my part, there weren't 3 new quests. It was just like the meter was bugged. So it wasn't properly showing it as being complete. Okay, cereal box. Okay. Cereal box plus... Oh, wait. Obviously, I gotta combine it with something else. I'm just gonna do apple. Okay, let me combine these together real quick. So cereal, apple, that's gonna give us 175 hunger. There we go. Just gonna cook that up right now, and we'll see how this goes. You can cook your weapons in the next update. That would be cool. That would be pretty cool. I can't wait to have some shotgun stew. All right. Oh, thank you. I'm gonna need this too. Okay, so my first test is I'm gonna first drink the caramel stew, and then I'm gonna try and drink the cereal box stew. And then I'm gonna reverse the order to see if there's any kind of exploit in there. All right, ready? Here we go. So we're gonna drink this. So we're gonna drink this. The stew's effect is still active. Okay, so we can't drink it during then. So it counts it as the same thing. So I'm gonna make one more caramel stew. I'm gonna try the opposite real quick, and we'll confirm if that's been, they did a good job making sure there's no exploits here, though. They definitely were very careful about that, and they did their job properly. Yeah, because that was one of my first things, is like, can we bypass it? That was one of my first thoughts. Okay. So now we're gonna do the cereal box stew, and then now we're gonna do this. But I do have one more thing I want to test. Maybe we can drink a second stew while the animation is still going. So let me see, because it only prevents us from drinking when the animation, when the speed boost effect actually starts. So I want to see if maybe we can, like, okay, not the actual 6-7 thing, but like taking 2 stews and drinking them at once, like back and forth, and seeing if it ends up doing the doing that. So let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna take this. All right, let's see if this works. Oh, it won't even let me select the other slot. Oh, they hard locked it so you couldn't cheese it. That's cool. Okay, so yeah, you can't just sit there and swap slots and drink both stews at the same time. So they literally made sure that you couldn't do that. So you can't, yeah, myth busted. Your recording is glitching? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Are we good? Are we good? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Did my thing break? What happened? Chat, are we good? Are we good? Are we good? Oh, okay, we should be good. Yeah, we should be okay. Okay. Alright, it was just one person having that issue. Okay. Okay. You know, I do wonder, though. I wonder if my meter will end up getting glitched if I do end up just getting, like, max hunger towards my bar right now and spending all my points on this. Or if it probably won't even matter. I'm not even lying. It's been like a full 24 hours and my hunger meter hasn't gone below 100. So I think all the soup chugging ended up actually working and bugging out my meter for at least a good while longer. It sucks because I was going to do, like, a demonstration of, like, max thirst versus level 1 hunger or level 0 hunger to see, like, the difference in how fast the meters go down and compared to each other, but you can't even do that. I can't even do that because my hunger is bugged. I spent 5 of my points on hunger. Huge waste, lol. It's crazy. Yeah. I'm just gonna tell everyone right now to not spend on hunger, like anything on hunger. But that's the thing that sucks. I have 11 points and I have nothing else to spend it on, right? I have nothing else. Scavenger, 10% chance of materials duplicating. This is for workstations when they're producing stuff like this. But you don't need that unless you're some hardcore builder, right? Expansion, increase max building size. Unless you're doing a whole bunch of building, you're not gonna need this either. Accuracy. Accuracy is completely useless. You know why? Because of this. And this. Why even spend points on it that are important points when you could just sit there and just aim almost 100% accurately without having to spend any points at all by doing this? Like, look at this, look at this. So you go over here, right? All of my shots landed. And almost all of them landed on the head. Oops. Okay, that time I actually missed. But yeah, like, you can spend your points anywhere else. Why would you spend it on this when you can just aim down the sight and have 100% accuracy? Now, if they end up reworking this and changing it to weapon damage bonus, that would be debatable on whether or not that's useful. I mean, it is pretty useful, but then again, melee weapons are king. They're, like, way better than all the guns. But if you made this about weapon damage, like, every single time you upgrade a dot, it's like 3% weapon damage or something like that, that would be worth it. That would be like, hey, wait a second. I might want to consider using guns now. Let me see. Weight. I think weight's the only one that's, like, considerable, but then again, look. Why have to spend points on your inventory when you could just have all these chests here as early as the beginning of the game and not have to spend any points. Like, again. And then the only other one that I would consider is hotbar. But if you get hotbar, you would only have to spend on it once. Literally once. And you know why? Because for your hotbar down here, you should have your melee weapon, your gun, and 1 food and 1 water. That's if you're having 4 slots though. But you don't even need to have a 4th slot because you can just swap out your food and water. Watch, I'll show you right now. So let me go over here real quick, right? So, like, you drink your water, and then you click on your food, and it swaps the slot, and then you eat it. And that's it. And then you do the same thing for water, too, when it's time. So you don't even need the extra hotbar slot. And also, for those of you guys who are wondering, oh, what about the tree chopping level up speed cheese that we did in the demo? That doesn't exist anymore. Whenever you swing 1 melee weapon, it puts all your other melee weapons on cooldown. Watch, I'll show you. So we take a shovel, right? And I'll put the shovel in my inventory and watch what happens. See, it puts them both on cooldown. So you can't like speed hit or anything like that. You literally can't. So it's kind of just useless to be like, oh yeah, we need another hotbar slot. Like, yeah, maybe it's a little more convenient, but it's just useless. And that's kind of the thing. Is there an infected here? And that's kind of what I'm worried about. Every other stat is useless. So like, why even bother? You know what I mean? I upgraded Thirst because of the fact that there's not really that many food options that speedily upgrade your hunger. Because whenever you make stews, there's always a large hunger stat, but there's always, like, if anything, a very tiny thirst. So it's harder to overstack your thirst bar. That's why I upgraded my thirst to max. But besides that, this is all I would need to spend on. If you have these stats here, with thirst, honestly, thirst being optional, health, speed, and collector, those are the only things that are mandatory for you to spend your points on. Even right now, currently, with how easy the infected are to kill and fight, even health is optional. You can play the game at 100 health and you'll be totally fine, right? But the two that are like, you gotta have these, are speed and collector. Honestly, you can upgrade either one of these at the beginning of the game, because speed is very important at the beginning of the game because your map has no teleport spots. So you physically have to walk to all those locations and you want to have higher speed so you get there faster, right? Plus, in general, even when you have everything discovered here, speed is always going to be useful because you're always moving. Also, if you have max speed, you can move at the same speed as fast infected. So they basically can't catch you. So there's that. Collector, dude, there's so much stuff in this game that's expensive with coins. So having collector, especially near the beginning of the game when you're completing quests and getting coins from enemies, is very important. It's so important to be able to have that extra bonus amount of coins coming in, right? Because when you're in the late game, you have nothing else to do but level up, and you have nothing else to do but farm the tank infected in the quarry, who only give like 7 coins each, even if that. So, and that's 7 coins with my boost, you know? So, yeah, I mean, whoa. What was that? Okay, he's dead. I thought I got hit by like a machine gun or something. How can you get lots of levels? I made a level up guide on how to get levels fast on my YouTube channel. I made a lot of guides so far. I think the next guide I want to put out is these stats and the best ones in order to level up. But I think now I want to make like a cooking guide. I think I might end stream here and start working on that cooking guide to release it as a video. I think it would be really important. Does anybody have one more canned bread though? I want to get a clip of me putting your low-key on a roll with Intercity guides. I've been trying to cover everything I found about the hidden tech. I'll give you, if you guys think my guides might be simplistic or, oh, it's kind of just stuff I would generally know, I'll give you an example of something I covered in one of my guides. The shotgun is the #1 best gun in the game, and it's not even close. And I'll tell you why. So, for reference, there's 3 guns that are really good in this game. One of them is the submachine gun and the assault rifle. These are the top 3 guns in the game right now. But the sheer goodness of the shotgun doesn't even compare to these other two, and I'll tell you why. In third place is the submachine gun. It's a machine gun, but it only requires light ammo, which is great, right? But it takes 150 ammo just to kill one tank infected. 150 ammo. To put in perspective, when you go to a shop and that shop sells, look at this, here, I'll go over here. Every time a shop sells you ammo, they only give you 30 at a time. So if I go into Tilly's shop or whatever, right? And I talk to her, she sells me ammo. She only gives me 30 ammo per purchase. You can't see it because the chat's in the way, but she gives me 30 ammo per purchase, right? And this doesn't matter if it's light ammo, medium ammo, heavy ammo, or buckshot ammo. It does not matter. Every single ammo type, whether it's stronger or weaker, they all give you 30 at a time. Keep that in mind. So, for the submachine gun, you need 150 ammo to kill one tank infected. It's kind of a lot, right? It's 30, 60, 90. That's 5 purchases that you have to do of this light ammo. That's 5 purchases. So, 48 times 5? How much is that? 48 times 5 is 240. So, to kill one tank infected, you need 240 coins. It's kind of a lot, right? Kind of a lot. Now let's go over to the assault rifle here. The assault rifle is a little bit different. So let me see. Let me write this down real quick so I can have this. Let me see. 240. Chat, did I say 240 coins? Is that what I said? 240 coins, right? You guys are gonna be surprised by the results of the. Oops. Submachine. I swear I did that on instinct. That was 240 coins, right? Yeah, 240. Okay. All right. So we're gonna go over to junkyard. So next I'm gonna talk about the assault rifle. Out of every weapon in the game, the assault rifle kills infected the fastest. It's not even a competition. It kills a tank infected in 19 seconds. Now let's look at the ammo. How much ammo does it require? 85. It requires 85 ammo. Again, the submachine gun required 150. This requires only 85 ammo to kill a light infected, right? So let's do 85. So how 85 divided by 30? 85 divided by 30. So it's about 3 purchases. So it's about 3 purchases that you have to do of this. So 52 times 3. So it's 156, right? So it's 156 coins you have to spend. That's already a way better deal. Not only can you kill stuff faster, but you can also you can kill someone you can kill a tank infected in 19 seconds and spend only 156 coins. That's way better. Just get rid of the submachine gun. This is way better. Now let's go to the shotgun. So, everyone, you ready to hear this? To kill a tank infected with a shotgun, it takes 25 seconds. That's about 5 seconds longer than the submachine gun. But guess how much ammo it takes? Try and guess in chat. Take a second to guess in chat how much it takes. For example, submachine gun takes 150 ammo to kill a tank infected. The assault rifle takes 85 ammo to kill a tank infected. Guess how much ammo a shotgun takes? If you already saw my video, though, don't say anything. Who can guess? Who can guess? Who can guess? 100. The answer is 14 ammo. 14 ammo. Let's go over to Market Town. Let's see how much ammo. I mean, this should already be the clear winner. For only 5 seconds more time to take care of a tank infected, it costs 14 ammo. That's not even one purchase of a single set of ammo. Look at this. Buckshot ammo, 30. With one purchase, you can kill 2 tank infected. One purchase. One single purchase will get you a 2 tank infected kill. Do I need to say anything more? That's 55 coins. Oops. 55 coins. So shotgun 55 for two tank infected. All these other ones were just for 1 tank infected. This is for 2. It's not even a competition. There were other people who were saying stuff like, guys, the crossbow is the best gun in the game because when you headshot it does 50 damage and it's enough to one-shot infected, which is nice, but there's other factors too. Like for example, you can only one-shot the most basic infected. Anybody with any decent armor, if you headshot them, it won't one-shot them, right? So it's not just about like how much damage does it do in one hit. It's way more than that. When I am talking about Piggy Intercity and build mode in general, I cover a lot of tech that's more underground and more in depth than that, right? So that's why you guys should really check out my guides on Intercity, because instead of just being like, oh yeah, this is the best in the game because it's cool, or this is the best in the game because it does like a lot of damage, like no. If you want the best bang for your buck, this is exactly what I'm going to be talking about in the food guide that I want to talk about, how to have like as much hunger as you want and all that kind of cool stuff. I'll definitely be doing that kind of stuff. Is that crazy? What do you guys think of that? What do you guys think of that? And I want to give a shout out to MiniToonFan99 because he shared with me something. He shared with me just a little bit of ammo here. That way I essentially have infinite ammo. An infinite ammo shotgun. Because again, if the very low ammo consumption paired with the super high damage, right? If you have 99, look at this. It's not even 99. It's 999 buckshot ammo. Yeah, I guess people got like so much ammo back during when this happened with like glitches and stuff like that. Honestly, with how underpowered guns are right now compared to melee weapons, the ammo really should just be cheaper. Because right now, ammo in the game, it's treated more like a resource that you have to manage. Well, I mean that's in general, but like it's treated more of like something valuable. It's like, oh, I have to save my gun in case I'm low health, and I have to save this for, I can't shoot a single shot of my shotgun, otherwise I'll end up running out, and you know, all that kind of stuff. Because right now, if you want to do anything, you just use your melee weapon. That's it. Not only do you kill infected, but you can hit multiple of them at once. And you can use your guard to reduce damage, and you can have the armor, which makes you take almost no damage at all. I'll prove it to you. If we go over to the quarry, look at this. Look at this, look at this. Also, by the way, you lose your ammo when you die too. So it's like, it makes you debate, do I even want to bring ammo with me? What happens if I die? Then I lose all of it. So it's something that ends up making you actually debate on whether or not you actually want to bring a gun. And guns only affect one thing at a time. Technically, the rocket launcher does area damage, but the damage is too low right now. So, unless you get a higher rarity. So look at this. So I'm going to go ahead and bring over 1 tank infected. 2 tank infected. Keep in mind, I do have armor that's like supposed to be really strong because I beat the hardest stuff in the game. But even then, like, look, I'm guarding. Look how much damage I'm taking from 2 tank infected that are supposed to deal high damage. It's not... Oh my god, they annihilated that guy. They absolutely annihilated that guy. Why am I taking more damage than usual? Wait, what? What is happening? Whoa, 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 wait, what? Whoa, chat, I think we just found a new bug in the game. Why are they doing multiple hits? Look at that. 1 punch did multiple hits at once. What was up with that? What was that? That was not supposed to do that much damage to me. What happened? Oh, I'm stuck in combat. Oh, heck no. This is the first time I've seen this bug. What the heck? Oh, heck no, I'm out. Oh, heck no, I'm out. What was that? Why did they do so much damage? Did you see how many hits I was taking? They're supposed to hit you once. But when they hit me, they did like 7 hits in one. What the heck was that? What was that? Dude, how did you get that costume I was searching for? I can't find it. I made a guide video. Guys, I literally made a guide video on almost everything about Intercity so far. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. If you go over to my channel page right now, look at this. I made a guide video on everything in the new update, even stuff that wasn't mentioned in the update logs. The best weapons in the game, ranked, which is all the debate about the stuff I told you about the guns and everything like that, right? The best armor in the game, basically like where to find each of the best possible armor you can get in the game to be super tanky, how to level up super fast, how to beat golf and bowling on hard mode with like everything that I learned and all the tricks, every red chest you can find in the game with all their items, and every quest. And the upcoming videos are probably going to be like the best stats to upgrade in the game and like the food guide, how to glitch your hunger bar. And I might even do base building tutorial too, but I'm not sure how many people. I'll do a poll. I'll do a poll. What would you guys like to hear? Let me end the poll real quick. Here. Which do you want to see most of a guide video? How to base build tricks. How to make the best food glitches. How to make the best food glitches. Or I'm gonna be covering all of them anyways. I just want to like see which ones you guys would want me to post a video on first. Best stat guide. Okay. The poll is now in my YouTube chat. You guys can go ahead and vote there. I'm going to be covering all 3 of these anyways. I actually don't know about the base building one. I might cover that one. I'm going to cover most of these anyways. It's just which one would you guys want to see first? Everyone's doing some pretty cool dances here. The canned bread was so awesome. Being able to do like the... Yeah, I'm definitely gonna post a video about that. That's awesome. That is so cool. That was like actually the last thing I expected. Can you imagine if I didn't even like click on the description to see what it said and I just drank it, right? My reaction probably would have been even funnier. Is level 5 the max for workers? Yeah, level 5 is the max for workers. You could be insane if you want and try and get like all level 5s, but it's absolutely useless and a waste of gems because they only ever work one job. So all you ever need to get is 1 stat up to max. I think when I do the base building guide, I will talk about the mechanics of these guys too. I will talk about all the mechanics of these guys and how they work. But keep in mind, there's a lot of bugs with these guys where they like will stay in bed and won't go to work, or they'll have trouble finding their thing. I won't be able to answer those questions because those are bugs and I don't know how to fix it besides leaving and rejoining the game. It looks like a lot of you guys really want the base building tricks. Okay. Is this guy dead? I don't think you can heal him. It's not gonna work out. He's just this homeless this. I'm gonna have to build you guys a home. You can also pack up your base and reestablish it to fix it. Yeah, that was one of my first things, like, initially. Also, I like this guy's avatar. That was one of my things initially. Dude, I want to go back to my original avatar, but I have to wear this armor so I don't die. Can you imagine if I went down the quarry and I didn't have all this armor on? I would have been so dead. There's just a guy who's like... He's loitering at my place. He's loitering on my patch of grass. What is everyone doing? What are you guys all doing here? How do you get the grip tape? Wasn't that from a red chest? Chat, wasn't there grip tape from a red chest? I think it was, right? I think it was from a red chest. The alien quest? Oh, right. Yeah, I think it was from the alien quest. During the day. Yeah, I did cover that in my all quests video. It's from the alien quest. I'm gonna make a YouTube short about like how to get the grip tape though. Yeah, there are some videos that I would love, some guides on Intercity. They're just way too short. Also, I got people ask me how to get gold fast. There is no way to get gold fast. It's basically the exact same thing as the XP guide that I made, like how to level up fast. You just go to the quarry and you beat up a bunch of tank infected over and over again. And it helps if you spend your crystals on the 2x boost. But other than that, that's literally it. It's really hard to get coins in this game. And with it being so difficult to get coins in this game is also the reason why people really don't want to spend stuff on ammo. Also, I'm almost level 50. I was thinking about doing a live stream of like getting to level 50. I don't think it really matters though. I think it would just be too short of a stream. Except you don't get money for golf only XP. Yeah, dude. The way I got my XP fastest, I think this has been, keep in mind, this has probably been patched from the game. But what I do is I went to golfing. I played on hard mode. But before that, I bought any amount of 2x XP, even the lowest time, right? And then I would start playing golf on hard mode. And it would end up, giving me like 400 plus XP every time I played the game, even if I didn't win. If I got decently close, I still got like 475 XP with the 3 friend boosts on. And because of that, because the XP timer is paused while you're in mini games, it ends up halting the timer, but you still get the 2x XP. So, yeah. Again, I literally cover all of this stuff in my guide videos. If you want to see all the secrets that I was able to discover first, you can go check it out on my channel and all that, and you can get really far in the game. You can become a pro in the game. Why is this guy dying everywhere? Are you trying to feed him soup? Are you trying to position yourself so you're like feeding him the soup? Position yourself farther back so you can like feed him the soup direct. No. You have to like, oh, he's gone. Never mind, he's gone. Oh, he's here again. Okay, give him some water. Give him the soup. Give him the soup. Give him the soup. I can't even see because he's too close to the door. Everybody's trying to like give him water at once. Everybody's like crowding around him. Are you guys like performing surgery on him? Why are you guys all so close? Why are you guys? He's passed out. This is what happens to someone who plays golf for hours and hours to not beat it on hard mode. Chat, is this relatable? Type 1 in chat if it's relatable. Oh man. I think I'm gonna end stream here though. I'm gonna go work on those guide videos. I'm not sure if I'll be able to put out a video today because it's kind of getting sort of late.